So I just had to come on here and I'm looking so very beautiful right now. But I have my iPad screen up to show you. Okay, for reference, today was the 17th anniversary of Idolmaster coming out, the arcade game. And so, oops, wrong photo. But I dressed up as Iori today, and so as you can see, sometimes I don't look so bad. I mean, okay, well obviously in this photo, as we can see, if we enhance image, I am wearing eyelashes, so you know, that does help. And also my hair is out and about, and I'm not looking like I just got home from churning butter. But yeah, I decorated them all nicely, put some sparkles. Look at how... I don't notice this, like, when I look in the mirror and I smile, but, like, when I smile, apparently, like, my teeth are kind of going at, like, a diagonal. I don't know what's up with that, and it's very, you know, gum forward. Not to be rude to me. My smile is so very beautiful. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't notice it when I look in the mirror. But every time I look at that picture, I'm like, why? Why is it going that way? I don't know. All I can say is, see, I put little stickers all over the photo, but if we look at me, why is it so blurry when I enhance image? I feel like this isn't correct. But yeah, I mean, is this the same person, y'all? Is this the same person? That's so funny. That's the difference between the camera on my phone and the camera in my computer. Why is it so blurry? Maybe something happened whenever I sent it to my iPad, because I feel like it shouldn't be that blurry. I also did a little drawing of Haruka. I'm still trying to get used to like drawing like this again. I have so many freaking screenshots of Idolmaster pop links in here, so wait. Yeah, okay. Because, see, normally I kind of draw like this, where, you know, because this is an iPad, right? Drawing on an iPad is kind of hard. I don't understand how people do it without, like, how do you draw a straight line when you're drawing on an iPad? It's slippery. I don't understand. So basically how I draw is, you know, I go like, nothing is straight, as you can see when we enhance the image. The lines are not straight at all. So that's normally how I draw. As of lately, I had to scroll through my, like, 1 million pop links photos. But prior to that, can I find a drawing that's prior to that? I have a lot of drawings and a lot of screenshots of Idolmaster. But if we look at this one, as we can see, I have used a much blendier brush. I always use like one brush throughout the whole thing. I don't use more than one. I think basically everyone else does. And also I only use 2 or 3 layers usually. I see a lot of people use like a lot, and I don't know what they're doing with all of these. See, I have the lines and then the colors, and then if there's a background, then the background is the 3rd layer. So I like doing that a lot more because then you can really like blend everything together really nice. So yeah, I used a much softer brush on this one. Much blendier. The other one, okay, it's kind of funny because I used to use Paint Tool Sai. Oh, it's more freaking Idolmaster screenshots. I used to use Paint Tool Sai on my Windows 7 computer. I only just now upgraded from Windows 7 this year to Windows 11. Because I hated Windows 8 and Windows 10. That's not really the reason. The reason is really that I didn't, like, have money to get another computer. But basically, Sai doesn't work on Windows 11. At least now. Definitely not Sai 1. I think Sai 2 might. I tried it and it still didn't work, but I don't like Sai 2. I wanted to use Sai 1. I've been using Sai 1 for literally forever. And my brush that I had on there, let me go on my Instagram, which is gonna make it go like gross, nasty. vertical mode. But if we scroll way back, it's like lagging, I'm sorry. If we scroll way back to, I don't even know when. So this is how I used to draw on Paint Tool Sai. It's kind of funny because like, basically my Windows 7 laptop that I had, the display was like really blown out, so I couldn't tell what color anything was, which was really funny because the only thing that I did on my computer was draw. So it's kind of funny when you couldn't tell what color anything was. So I mostly tried to keep everything like one color mostly. So as you can see with this one, like it's just the hot pink and white and the dark background color, which I also have used to be the black part of the hair. And then all the other colors you're seeing, it's all just the hot pink but blended out. So that was just it was such a nice brush. I miss this brush so much. Like I use this brush exclusively, like I only ever used this one brush for everything literally since I was 12 years old, and I'm so sad that Paint Tool Sai doesn't work. So yeah, as you can see, okay, that's a lie, because I did draw like this sometimes with the crayon brush that I made, but Paint Tool Sai was kind of janky and I accidentally like messed it up, and like I couldn't figure out how to get the brush back to how it used to be, but it like just kind of stopped working. I don't know, but basically, yeah, I just used one color, and then the brush was like opaque, but it blended like really super easily. Also, which is really rare. Usually it's like art programs will have one of two things that you can do, which is make a brush or like their preset brushes. It's either like really opaque and really hard, like you can't blend it at all, or it's like super transparent but it can blend. And so it's like to have both of them in one was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. But yeah, I mean, everything is just this orange color. Oh no, never mind. I did the gold is yellow. But yeah, I would just do like everything one color back in that era. Unless I did the crayon type of look. Which is, this drawing is pretty good. When did I draw this? October 17th of 2017? Almost a year ago. Anyway. But now the brush that I use, I'm gonna have to go back on Instagram. No! Here, I can go to albums. The brush I use now for like digital art is like the most basic brush ever. It's literally like the basic, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like it's the most basic art program brush possible. Like it's the same as like you know, like the Instagram story, you know, drawing thing, you know, MS Paint and whatever, like not really MS Paint. MS Paint is not really the same, but where it's just like a hard, well, let me just open up Clip Studio. And it's just this default Milli pen in here. That's like the first brush on the thing. Like, but the brush that I use for the blendy one is Potato Flat Marker, which you can get on the Clip Studio store. And I just use that the whole time. I think this one, yeah, it only has 3 layers, which is the lines, the colors, and then the background colors. So, oh, the background colors. So, anyway, I don't really know what I started talking about. Oh, because I was talking about the 17th anniversary of Idolmaster. Shout out Idolmaster. What else do I want to talk about? Because there's something, yes, I have been watching, okay, I'm so sorry that I'm looking like this. Let me just change to this picture of me where I look okay. And we'll just pretend that I look like that right now. Do we see the resemblance? um, anyway. But I was watching Friday Night Lights. I'm on season 5. And this girl, Julie, is like the dumbest person ever in this season. So far, I don't know. I'm on like episode 4 or something. I don't know. Because, okay, so Julie is away at college, right? And she meets like the teacher's assistants for one of her classes. And, okay, so the way she meets him, right? She's at this party and she sees him over here like sitting watching a football game, okay? And he's like, oh wow, I love this game. And she comes over there. I'm gonna stand up. I'm wearing a Fanta t-shirt. She comes over there and she's like, hey, this is a classic game. I love this game. We're watching some classic rerun games I see. This one's my dad's favorite game. I've seen it so many times. Yeah, it's got this cool, I don't know anything about football. It's got this cool upset in it. And the guy is sitting there and he's like, there's no upset in it. What are you even talking about? You've never seen this game. And she's like, literally, I've seen it like 100 times. That for sure happens. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure you're wrong. And if this was me in this situation, and this guy, you know, the first time, maybe he's playing around, okay? It seems like, okay, he's just playing around with me. He's being like, oh, no, that doesn't happen. Like, the second time, I'm like, okay, here would be me in this conversation. He goes, no, you're wrong. That doesn't happen. I would be like, okay. Bye. Like, why do you have to be a dick about it? Like, okay. Right? So first of all, that's how she meets him. And then after that, he comes, like, the next day or whatever, he comes up to her, which, by the way, she's 18 years old, right? This is her first year of college, and he's the TA, so he's like, I don't know how old you have to be, but he's an adult. Which I guess you're an adult if you're 18, but I'm just saying, for context later. So he comes up to her the next day after he, you know, was like, no, you're wrong about this. It went on so many times. I didn't even go into that, but he said, like, no, you're wrong, like 4 or 5 times. Vesty, I would have left. I wouldn't have kept talking to that guy. I would have been like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you being so rude? Like, for no reason. Are you like, girls can't like football? Or like, what? I don't know. I mean, I don't like football personally. I don't know. I've watched 5 seasons of that show and I still don't know how football works. Every time they play football, I'm like, cool. I don't know. Anyway, but can I tell the story? But he sees her the next day and he's like, you know what, actually, I finished the rest of that game and that did happen. So you know what, to apologize, how about I buy you coffee or whatever? And she's like, yeah, sure, I'd love that. Wouldn't work with me again. I would have stopped talking to him after the second time he told me I was wrong. I would have been like, okay. Where's this conversation going? Huh? See you later. And then if he came up to me the next day, I would have been like, yeah, I already knew that. Like, you aren't quirky or funny. Like, it wasn't funny. It just made me feel dumb when I knew I was right. Like, what? Anyway, but she's like, yeah. And then later, okay, because, right, she's in his class. He's a teacher's assistant. She gets her paper back, and she got a C-. And she's like, what the hell? Why did I get a C-? Like, this was good. Huh? So she goes to him in office hours. And she's like, can you tell me why I got a C- for? Like, what's wrong with it? And he's like, well, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I know you, and, like, you could do much better than this. You were playing it too safe with this assignment. Which here would be me. In this situation again, I'd have been like, are you for real? Like, are you playing? You give me a C- because you think I was playing it safe for this assignment? So you're just giving me a C minus just because? Like, I would have been so mad. Like, I wouldn't have put up with that. I'd have been like, what do you mean? Yeah, there was actually nothing wrong with this assignment. I just wanted to screw over your grade because I think that, you know, you could be a bit more adventurous with your writing. Shut up! This is an assignment. I did what you told me to do for the assignment. Is that playing it safe? It's doing the assignment. Oh my god. And then she for some reason is like, okay, I didn't know college was, you know, for just doing whatever. Okay. I guess that's whatever. And then he's like, hey, you know, the professor, he puts on these little parties for the history department or whatever for promising students. I think that you would be a great fit. Did you want to come? And she's like, yeah, I would. That sounds fun. And I'm like, how is your brain working, Julie? Like, does this make any sense? Because first of all, they tell me there's like a fancy people party for smart people in the history department. I would have been like, wow, that sounds terrible. I already don't want to go. Second of all, what do you mean promising students? You just gave me a C minus. That doesn't sound promising to me. I might have swung at him. He sucks so bad. Anyway, she goes to this party, this like soiree. I don't know what to call it. And it's all these people that are like, yes, Caesar was very cool, wasn't he? Oh yes, I would like to analyze that situation. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I would literally kill myself if I was here. Like, this sounds so bad. And by the way, in this scene she's drinking wine, which I'm like, is anyone gonna say anything? Isn't she 18 years old? I'm a little confused. Like, no one's gonna say anything about the fact that she's drinking wine? Anyway. But while she's at this party, she finds out that the teacher's assistant, little bitch guy, she overhears him talking to someone, and she finds out that he is married. He has a wife. And she's like, whoa, why has he been like kind of flirting with me this whole time? Huh? Whoa. So I don't know, how many red flags are we up to? Like 7? But then he like later, I don't know when this is, after the party, I guess, he's talking to her. They're walking along the road together alone. Okay, they're not at the party anymore. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I'm just having so much, you know, yes, I'm married, but like, you know, I'm not really married, you know, like, it's just, we're having problems, you know, like, everyone thinks I'm just happily married, but I'm really not, like, and I'm like, how many red flags are we up to? He's coming up to you after he's been flirting with you for a long time, and you didn't know that he was married this whole time? And he goes, well, you know, yeah, I'm married, but like, you know, I'm not really married. Like, my wife, she sucks. I don't know, like, how is it not computing? How is it not computing? How are you not understanding? Like, so first of all, and then she kisses him, and I'm like, what? How is it not computing? How is it not computing? What do you mean? And then, smash cut, they're in bed together. And I'm like, Julie, how many bad decisions have you made in such a short period of time? Like, first of all, you just slept with the teacher's assistant? With the TA? Like, I don't really think that was a very good idea because he kind of grades your papers. Now he has something over you. And you know that he's crazy, okay? Well, you don't know that clearly, but he's crazy. And he sucks. So I don't know how you haven't realized this. You're really stupid. I'm so sorry, Julie. You're so dumb. Like, he's given you so many reasons. So yeah, first of all, dumb move. Now he has something over you. He was already screwing over your grade when he was like flirting with you. When he was in his flirtatious phases, he was like, let me give this bitch a C-. You should have known then that this guy sucks. Okay? I don't even know what to say. Bring Matt back. Literally bring I don't care. Literally anyone but this. This is ridiculous. I'm hoping, see, I haven't really seen how this pans out. I've only gotten that far. Oh! No, I forgot. Okay, so after they sleep together, she leaves, right? Without, like, talking to him, the next morning. And then he comes up to her. First of all, he comes up to her in the library where there's, like, other people around. Which is, like, really funny. And he comes up to her and just in public is like, hey, you know, that was, you know, I know, you know, I'm your teacher, you're my student, like, that really shouldn't have happened. And it's like, there's people around her, like, I know they were over here like, So first of all, like, why didn't you do this in private? This guy sucks so bad. And then he's like, yeah, I mean, I know that was a bad thing to do. I'm your teacher, you're my student, like, oh. And she's like, oh, it's okay. And he's like, okay, cool, it's okay. Guess it's okay then. Then he leaves, and I'm like, this guy is the worst guy ever. He sucks so bad. I can't believe, like, I assume that they wrote him to suck on purpose, but I kind of don't know. Like, I really want to see how this all pans out. I'm assuming that he's gonna do something like over the top terrible, and she's gonna have like a revelation that like maybe this was a bad idea all along, or like her mom is gonna unexpectedly come up to the campus and see them together and is gonna be like, now hold on now. Like, I'm guessing it's gonna be one of those two things happens. I'll keep everyone updated because this guy has been making me so mad. I watched a show with my mom and just every time he's on screen, she'll be like, Julie, do not kiss that man! Do not kiss that man! And then it smash cut to them in bed together and she went, oh my gosh, I hate him. What is his name? I'm gonna look him up. And then I'm on the Idolmaster wiki too. What do I even look up? Friday Night Lights. Oh, I don't want to get spoilers though. Friday Night Lights, TA. Derek Bishop? Oh, I thought that said Desk Bishop. I'm stupid. Okay, I don't wanna read the thing. But it's this guy. He sucks. I can't stand him, y'all. Who is his actor? Because I hate him too. No, I'm kidding, but I thought the guy that I hated the most in a show like love interest was is that true? I don't know. Who's another love interest that I like really hated? I really hated Riley from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But there was kind of like nothing wrong with him. He was just really boring. And he was kind of like, I don't know. I guess there wasn't really anything wrong with him. I just didn't like him. All I know is I hate that freaking TA, and I hope that in the next episode I see he gets hit by a car. Please, everybody manifest that the show from 2008 rewrites itself so that guy can get hit by a car. Please and thank you.